How's it doing?
Yeah, alright. I don't really know it too well, but I'll just follow your wheel down there probably.
Homemade butcher. Gone wrong, apparently. Butcher muesli mix with mashed banana, Charlie's favourite, and yogurt. It's a bit solid if I'm honest, but it's doing the job. We've just finished doing a little spontaneous photo shoot for Chinlad Wheels, who makes the wheels I'm currently riding on at the minute, and I've got another pair at home, custom made, hand built wheels from Chinlad. I'll put the Instagram tag thing on the screen now. Yeah, they were in the area, and obviously I'm in the area because I'm racing the Abergavenny Handicap today, so we thought we'd get some photos. So I'm just having my pre-race meal now. It's a little bit late, but better late than never. Thank you. That was black gold, isn't it? So, a little bit of context. We're here for the Abergavenny Handicap in Abergavenny. It's another beautiful day. The weather's not meant to last though, it's supposed to be raining this week, so finishing off the Easter weekend with this race. There's a few big names here. Talk about them later. Charlie might do a feed for me today. If it's that hot, I might need an extra bottle. 25 minutes till the race. Hey everyone, welcome back to another commentary. I really enjoy doing these because they tend to like break up the video, especially the longer ones. So let me know if you enjoyed this by giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already, because there will be plenty more of these to come. Big thanks to Charlie for obviously filming and being my helper for the day, feeding me coffee and whatnot, and of course Hev for riding all the way there, which was like 3.5 hour ride, and then picking up the camera right here so Charlie could be at hand to do a feed if I needed it. The race was pretty rapid. I will do a little bit of a debrief after this clip, but the race was absolutely on fire. Like, we went down that dual carriageway, as you can see right there, and came back on this old road which is just behind the camera right now, but we averaged something like 50.7 kilometers an hour for an hour and a half. I think it's the first time this race has ever done this course in sub 1 hour 30. We did 1 hour 29.40 something. And yeah, it was just rapid. Obviously, being a handicap race, there was 3 groups. Hence, maybe you're a bit confused when you're seeing all these groups on the road. But if I haven't already explained, it's a handicap race. So there's the front group. And then I think it was 3.5 minutes to the second group, and then about 3.5 minutes to our group at the back. And we had, I don't know if you'd already spotted, we had a certain Team Skyrider in our group. That's right, Luke Rowe was racing, and I was extremely happy to see him there. It's so nice to have somebody of his caliber turn up to do your local race, you know, just to give the time to be there. Out of his busy schedule, so yeah, very grateful for that. But the whole kind of the last few, I don't know if I explained it later on, but like the last part of the race, just this last clip now, everybody's gathered for the finish, and me and Marcin Biblocki got away with about 11 kilometers to go, and it was a very fast run-in. I think we averaged nearly 51k now for the last 11k, so it nearly took us 11 minutes. But obviously it was quite difficult for me, being maybe, you know, at least 10 kilos lighter than Marcin, and Marcin being one of the fastest guys in the UK on any kind of flat road, I guess. He was extremely strong, just extremely strong. Being sat on his wheel was hard, and I'm not lying when I say that. Interestingly, I set a new best 5-minute power for the year. Still a long way off, obviously, what I'm used to doing, but that's not set as a standalone. Here's Marcin crossing the line, great job, and I come in about 15 seconds behind him. He just attacked me with about 2k to go, and it was when I was giving him a turn, just as I flicked the elbow, he came over the top of me, and he had a bit of a rush on me, so there was nothing I could really do about it. I tried pegging him, but of course once he's got that gap, you know, he's never coming back. But yeah, like I said, 400 watts for approximately 5 minutes in that final break with him, and over the course of that break, like 13 minutes, I think I sat at around 385 watts. So we were pulling like 500 watt turns each for around 30 seconds. Goodness knows what he was doing. And then here's the bunch crossing the line. So yeah, I was really happy with the ride, but it was a hard workout, but a good workout. It was definitely helping me with my confidence, you know, showing signs of form, and you know, that's all I can be happy with. Look at my Swami. I'm back, it's me. I am a broken man. Tried to hang on to Marcin's wheel. It took like 10k out, something like that, over like a motorway bridge. To be fair, Marcin attacked, and I was just on his wheel at the time. And I kind of, it was one of those moves where like you knew that if you were on the wheel and you held the wheel, you'd have a good chance of staying away. And for those of you that don't know Marcin, like he's probably one of the fastest guys in the UK, like hands down, like obviously solo rider. He's very good against the clock, time trialist. He's very aerodynamic. He's very, very slippery in the wind. And he just uses it to his full potential, and fair play to him. He left me behind with about 2k to go. He just went straight over the top of me, which kind of knew was gonna happen. Well, no, I didn't actually. I thought he'd wait, and I thought he'd just like sprint around me at the finish, but yeah, he just went, and I had nothing to give really. Just hanging onto his wheel was hard enough, but so I have no idea what the race footage looks like. I hope gives you some kind of insight into the speed we were doing. It was like, for an hour and a half we did about 77 kilometers with an average speed of like 50.4 kilometers an hour. Very similar to that Castle Combe race I did the other day. Obviously that was on a closed circuit, not on open road, but it's a good sign. I was able to do turns flying along. If any of you have ever done handicap races, it really does encourage kind of very fast racing and a very good workout as well. Mindful that there's obviously a little bit of form and fitness there, which I'm obviously happy about. So I think I'm probably going to take tomorrow off, even though it's going to be a nice day, and just consolidate myself and just kind of soak up what I've already done. Charlie's actually ill at the minute, so I'm also cautious of that. Like, even if I do get ill, it's still not the end of the world, because I'm obviously showing signs of fitness. Yeah, I'm relatively pleased with that effort. I used to do the race on the Chinlad wheels that I was testing out this morning. So we've got them here, which aren't aero wheels. They're like shallow rimmed. They're supposed to be climbing wheels. And by climbing wheels, I mean they kind of weigh like around 1300 grams, which isn't super light, but still nice. And I actually quite like a bike that has shallow wheels. Average power was like 302, and normalized was like 320. Obviously with that big brake at the end. It'd be interesting to see what power I did. I'll put it up on the screen for you. So
gives you something to chew over. But the title of this video is not clickbait. Many of you will probably think it is, but no, Luke Rowe showed up, and I just spoke. Well, I was speaking to him during the race, only like short conversation, but to speaking to him like directly after, I made sure I went over to him and said, like, you know, I don't mean this as like a fanboy type of thing, but I'm actually really happy that you're here and you're racing, because, you know, that's kind of it's humbling to see. Like, you don't usually see, you know, riders of that standard coming back to the UK and racing, you know, a home race, or not quite a home race, but, you know, quite close to his home. And yeah, I'm really grateful for that. And he said, you know, you've got to support your local club, you know, and never forget your roots. And I think that's why a lot of people like Luke, you know, affectionately known as Rowie. I think a lot of people like him because, you know, he's very much like G, and like very much like a lot of, you know, the Welsh people, especially, you know, from this area. We're all kind of very friendly, and we come across well, because that's just natural. It's just us. So hopefully I speak for us all when I say that. But yeah, really appreciate you coming, Luke. It was good fun to have you in the race. When I haven't got my Vittorias at the minute, because the bearings have gone, and you know, they're technically climbers wheels. Like, it all adds up. You know, Marcin's like full kind of aeroed up, which obviously that's his style. And yeah, I like this setup.
And second place from Swift Carbon Pro Cycling, Mr. Edward Laverack. UK 10 years ago, this was the first race he rode and won, so he's celebrating the 10-year anniversary in a very special way. From Lopin Simon Race Team, Mr. Martin Bieloglocky.
Thank you very much for everyone. Fantastic race, fantastic organisation. Thank you.